The Medal of Honor series has existed for a long time. So far, I've reviewed 2 games made by them. One I thought was really good, and one I thought was just downright horrible. This is Medal of Honor Frontline, and just like all of the other Medal of Honor games, this one is very similar to the rest. You play as James Patterson, or as they call him in the game, Jimmy, and what he does is you start out in the regular battle of D-Day. Once you finish, you go on more sabotage-like missions, going into German U-boats or in different parts of Germany. What you do is you collect pieces of information about a mad German officer bomber who's planning to, well, make a bomb. Wait a minute. Where have I heard that before? Maybe. Nah, probably not. The gameplay Medal of Honor Frontline is just like all the other ones. You play in first person while you shoot a bunch of Germans. Just like the rest of the Medal of Honor games, you have to go around doing objectives. Not all of the objectives are the same, such as stealing an enemy officer's clothes, getting on board of a train, destroying a bunch of chemistry sets, and so on. The objectives are not all the same, so you won't get bored of the game because you won't feel like you're playing the same thing over and over again. The AI in Medal of Honor Frontline is the best out of all the series. Now, from what I said in European Assault, I said that the AI in that game was good too. But let me repeat what I said. I said the AI was actually too good. There were tons of times where the enemies weren't aiming their guns at me, but they were still shooting me. Not only was that completely annoying, but it was extremely frustrating and got me killed a lot in the later levels. The AI in this game isn't as perfect as that, but it's extremely top-notch. You can actually see the enemies pointing their guns at you. And again, they don't hit you all the time, but the game isn't meant to be that difficult. The visuals in the game are pretty stunning, for the time it was made, of course. Even still today, they kind of impress me. There are a lot of places in the game, such as buildings and other small areas, that have a lot of detail put into them. However, there are some areas that have either very little detail into them or don't have any at all, which made me think EA was a little bit lazy in these places. Character models actually look pretty good, and the animations of characters dying or moving around when they get shot in a certain body part is great. The level design in the game was pretty good, but the lighting in some parts of the game was just awful. It'd be so dark sometimes that it's pretty much impossible to see, and I ended up getting confused and lost. This only happened like a few times, but it still was pretty annoying. The audio in the game can't get any better than it already is. Voice acting is top-notch, audio never cuts out on guns or explosions, and in some parts the music is actually very good. However, I noticed in the game that there was a few glitches. They range from being able to see through walls, buttons not responding on your controller, and I don't think this is a glitch, but enemies not even being able to see you even though you're standing sometimes almost right in front of them. I mean, look at this guy! I'm moving around in circles, acting like a complete idiot. But he's not even noticing. I guess he's enjoying that German cigarette so much not to care that I'm about to blow his head off. Another small little nitpick I have is that after the D-Day missions, they're always sending you in by yourself to do all the sabotage missions. Why the would they do that? That's so stupid. It's practically suicide. I mean, come on, think about it. Do you really think one American could take down a whole ton of platoons of Germans in every level? I really doubt that. Now I know I'm exaggerating the platoon part, but it's a lot of Germans. I don't see how that can work at all. Medal of Honor Frontline is one of the best games out of all of the Medal of Honor series. Is it worth buying? Of course it is. I'd be really surprised if you haven't bought it already, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really doubt any game stores are going to have Medal of Honor Frontline on their shelf. If you can honestly find Medal of Honor Frontline anywhere, no matter what the price, it's immediately worth buying. I'd give this game a 9.5 out of 10. Definitely buy it.